Coverage you can count on begins with Augusta leaders not playing around when it comes to sales tax money for recreation. Back in 2015, Augusta voters approved more than $17 million for recreation projects like hiking trails, community center improvements, and neighborhood parks. But $11 million still needs to be assigned to other projects. And as News Channel 6's George Escalo tells us, that's where commissioners come in.
You would think this would not be a tough task for elected officials. Spend $11 million. However, according to the master plan, the rec department has over $70 million in needs. So some projects are going to be left out or pushed to later. Things are in a pickle at the Brigham Center. The roof leaks and the old floor needs replacing.
Brigham is not in the best of conditions. It was built in '92 with inmate labor, and it's shown its wear and tear, and it needs a lot of work.
Commissioners this week getting an update on the projects that should be in line for funding using $11 million of available sales tax money. Things like $1 million for safety upgrades at 8 city parks.
And we've been deferring a lot of this stuff over the years, as you well know. And at some point in time, we just have to tackle some of these and get them out of the way.
But on Tuesday, some commissioners felt what needs to be tackled is a total replacement of the Brigham Center and the Dias Park Center. Total cost, almost $8 million.
And I think coming up with that recommendation to build two new facilities right off the cuff was a bit unfair and unreasonable, because you have to look at your money and look at the other things that's also on the list of priorities.
There is some money recommended for both centers, but for repairs, not total replacement. So doing so would have an impact.
We'd have to take a look at that, because certainly we couldn't afford to do everything.
We can't designate all our funding to one particular or two particular areas without really finding out what we need overall as a city.
Commissioners did finally vote to have the rec department come back in 30 days with a priority list on the best way to spend these sales tax dollars. In Augusta, George Escalo, WJBF News Channel 6.